World War I has begun. Let's focus on our offense. Defensive ships like submarines are worthless, so making 20 is enough. Submarines thus far have only been built for defensive purposes, but we'll add a streamlined second hull to them so that they can cut through waves like regular ships. They'll be called Unterseebooten, meaning undersea boats or U-boats. These are undoubtedly better than bumpy, uncomfortable single-hulled British ships. We could even use them to patrol war zones.
These submarines proved to be very strong in combat, although they were often crowded inside. On September 5, 1914, U-21 sunk British scout cruiser HMS Pathfinder. This was the first time a ship had been sunk by a submarine. Later, in 1914, a single German U-boat, U-9, was even able to sink 3 large British cruisers, HMS Abakur, Cressy, and Hogue, near the Dutch coast with its torpedoes, destroying the assumption that submarines could only be used for defense.
How could this have happened? I can't believe all our ships were sunk by a single submarine. Our U-boats are so strong, let's begin attacking non-military ships, including merchant vessels, in addition to warships. If we engage in unrestricted submarine warfare to cut off the supply of food and war material to Britain's ports, we can defeat them by depriving them of the imported merchandise that they need. Let all ships wanting to trade with Britain in the North Sea war zone sink, even neutral ones. But at international conventions, we decided that vessels had to be searched for illicit cargo and safely evacuated before they were sunk.
Germany refused to follow those regulations. Later on, Germany sunk the Lusitania, Britain's fastest ocean liner. U-20 attacked it when it went from New York to Liverpool in May 1915. 28 Americans were on that ship. How dare you! If you don't stop this unrestricted warfare, we'll break off our diplomatic relations with you.
Oh no! America can't join the war! We need to stop using U-boats on non-military ships. We'll make the Sussex Pledge, a promise to not attack ships with U-boats without warning.
However, Germany later ended the Sussex Pledge and resumed unrestricted warfare because they believed that they could defeat their enemies before America entered the war. Germany ended the Sussex Pledge. We must join the war and take action against us now. It is already April 1917, and we cannot allow unrestricted warfare to continue unchecked. The Allies have to start grouping merchant ships into convoys for their safety.
Yes, and they should be protected by armed warships. We need to counteract the enemy submarines by increasing the defenses on our own ships.
We also must develop strategies to attack these U-boats. We can use airships to spot them and mines to destroy them.
Additionally, we have developed a device that can detect the sounds of a submarine underwater called a hydrophone. We can use these hydrophones to determine U-boats' locations and destroy them. We also have depth charges, explosives that we can use to deal great damage to the submarines.
Despite the immense power of German U-boats and unrestricted submarine warfare at this time, Allied forces were gradually able to devise methods to combat them, eventually managing to emerge as the victors of World War I. However, Germany redefined submarines as an offensive weapon with their U-boats and introduced a new way of warfare through their unrestricted submarine usage.